Okay, it is the moment of truth. We are going to do our first line of colour work where we start with one colour and switch colours in the middle of the row. Very exciting. I just wanted to first point out how to read the pattern. So we are using two different colours and I've called them A and B. So it could be whatever colours you have chosen, and you will know what one you are going to have as colour A because you will have already done the rib stitch in colour A. That is what we are starting with, and that as you read the pattern, so if you see a KA, that's knit colour A. KB is knit colour B. PA is purl colour A, and PB is purl colour B. I hope that makes sense. That was the simplest way I could figure out how to write what you are doing and with what colour. So hopefully we just get that clear to begin with. And we are going to start by changing to our 15mm needles. So if you are knitting on straight needles, that's amazing. We're doing the same thing, but if you are following kind of what I've suggested in the pattern, we're knitting flat on circular needles, and we are going to just start knitting essentially. And you, like I said, we're paying attention to our pattern. We are ticking off the rows as we go. So I'm not going to talk about any numbers because I'm knitting a size 2 to 3 and you will be just knitting what you are knitting, but read the row, know how many knits in the colour A you're going to be doing. So KA times whatever. Have that in your mind, and let's get going. So we're going to swap over to our 15mm needles and we're going to knit along. So I'm just going to get knitting. I want to make sure I'm in the frame. And we're going to knit to 1 before the number of KAs that it says for our first row. So I will tell you the number that I'm doing just to give you an example, but do not get it confused with what number you are knitting. So I am knitting 17. So mine says KA times 17. So I'm going to get to 16. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So as I talked about in the intro video, a big part of colour work is locking in the new colour. So we're going to start, it's very important to start this at the very beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our colour B. So for me it's baby blue. I chose two nice, really nice contrasting colours. So we're going to get our colour B yarn, and we're simply going to so this is the right side of our work, flip our work over, and we're going to lay colour B just across our working yarn like that. Okay, so it's just going to be across there so that when we go to do our next knit stitch, the yarn is behind, like in between, so it's kind of caught underneath. So if that's down there, we lay it across and then we pick this one up so that it catches it under there, so that when I do my next knit stitch, see how it's there and it's going to catch it underneath. Okay, so how I did that was I laid it flat with the wrong side facing upwards. I lay that across, I picked it all up, and I made sure this was caught underneath. Sorry, I should do that without my next knit stitch being in. Okay, and then I go to knit so that when I do my loop around of my knit stitch, it catches in my colour B. So what that will look like on the back is that is caught under the back there. So that's really important just to get you started. And that is on the final stitch of what KA says. So mine was 17, KA times 17. That was on stitch 17. So you stop one before, you get it all ready, and then you knit in that last one by catching this guy at the back. All right, my friends. So we are now going to switch to colour B. So we leave colour A aside. We just kind of put that aside. But a big part of what we are doing now is we are going to bring up our colour B, And we're actually just going to start knitting. We've already caught it, so it's already kind of attached in a way to the other side where we're going. So it's not going to pull out. So we just literally pick up colour B and knit. So there we go, 1, and you're just knitting, and you see how that's joined it in. So you should have a certain number of stitches, and that will be essentially knitting to the end of the row. So the start off, the first catch or the first locking in of the colour is a bit different from how we do it moving forward. So I will just have this as a standalone video of how to start off, and this is what it will look like at the back. So it's caught in behind one like that, and you will weave in that edge at the end to make sure that it's really nice and tight. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there as the standalone first video of how to catch your colour B yarn for our colour work. Okay, and when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like going forward.